Hi, so today is about a full face of Dior. Actually, Dior is one of my favorite luxury brand, and I love their foundations, I love their powders, I love their all of the cheek stuff, all of the blushes, highlights, and bronzers. And also I love some of their eyeshadows. I think their eyeshadow is sometimes hit or miss, but when it's amazing, it's really amazing. So today I just want to play with all of them and do a full face of Dior makeup. So yeah, since it's very rainy outside today, so I don't know how the light is looking, but anyway, let's just begin with the makeup. For the foundation, I have this Forever 24-hour wear high perfection skin caring foundation, and I think this is a newer version of their Forever matte foundation. And I do really like this formula. It lasts very long and it's very thin, but at the same time it has pretty nice coverage. And because this color sometimes can be a little bit too pink for me, so I'm mixing with this Forever and Cover foundation. I don't even know if this is available anymore, but the shade is very warm olive shade. So because I am actually going to the office today and I have to wear masks, so what I want for today's makeup is something long wearing and easy, because I don't want to spend too much time, because I just have to get out of the door in 40 minutes. And this foundation combo is actually quite nice. Maybe for someday I would think it's too much coverage, because I love sheer coverage foundation, but the finish is very nice. It's a satin finish and it's so smooth. I just love this about Dior foundations. They are never very chunky looking, no matter what the finish is, what kind of coverage they have. They're always so blurring almost. Actually, this is the only concealer I have from them. It's the Forever Skin Concealer, and I have the shade 2W0, and this shade might be a little too dark for my under eye, but this is the only choice. And I'll also prime my eyelid a little bit with this. Actually, I only used this once since I bought this, so I don't know how I feel about this. Oh yeah, I don't know if you can tell, it's a little too dark for the under eye. Because of the light, I'm not sure if you can really tell, but it's really smooth looking on all of the area I put this concealer. Yeah, it's really nice. I might consider to buy a lighter shade for my under eye actually. Okay. Now for powder, Dior Skin Nude Air Loose Powder. It's a very good translucent loose powder, and it's very smooth looking. The pores is just disappeared on this side. And also I think this is not only the powder, this is the combo of the Dior base. Base is done. Now let's put on some eyebrows. Actually, I don't have any eyebrow powder from Dior, but I have this eyeshadow I use as a eyebrow powder. This is their Mono Single Eyeshadow in the shade Animal, but they don't have this shade anymore, I think. They basically discontinued this line and did another line of mono eyeshadows, so I don't think this shade exists anymore. But I actually really like this formula for eyebrow. It's just maybe a little red for my eyebrow, but I don't really mind. I actually like my eyebrow to be a little, just a little bit warm. So now it's the eyeshadow. So actually I had quite a few of their old formula of their queens, but I only have one of their new formula. This is the shade New Look. It's actually a very classic looking, like cool toned brown taupe kind of palette. So I'm using this shade, this cool toned taupe, all over my eyelid. Oh. Haven't used this palette in a minute, so I forgot how pigmented it is. Blends pretty nicely, this cool tone taupe shade. And I feel like Dior just does the taupe shades of eyeshadows so nice. I always love their taupe toned eyeshadows. It's just so classic. Do want a little bit of warmth to this eye look, so I'm gonna use their bronzer. This is their Backstage contour palette. I'm gonna use this shade mixed with this shade. It looks like they will create a quite nice transition shade for me. Yeah, it's a very, oh, I don't think you can tell from the camera, but it creates a very nice transition shade. And I didn't know this contour palette is this pigmented. It's like an eyeshadow kind of pigmentation. And I want to also put a little bit of this tauper shade. This looks like a champagne shimmer, but it's not. It's a very sheer, like glitter topper kind of thing. Like if you have the Suku quad, like the topper shade is like quite similar to this formula. The eyes are done. I feel like this is a very everyday kind of like soft smoky eye kind of look, which is very Dior. For bronzer, of course I will use this contour palette. Even though it says it's a contour palette, it's actually not that cool toned. And I think this kind of tone works better for my very warm olive undertone. And I will mix these two together to basically warm up my face. Yeah, very nice. I don't use this palette very often, but the result is very nice. Even though these are very light shades, but it's like pigmented enough to be using on my light medium undertone. Okay. Blush. Recently I really like to layer a little bit of this kind of nude colored blush on the outer part of my cheek and put some of this kind of very bright toned colors on the apple of my cheeks. I really like that kind of placement, so that's what we're gonna do today. Dior Rouge blush in the shade Charnelle. It's a very nice nudie peachy kind of color. It just gives a little bit of warmth on the cheek without being standing out too much. And I feel like I applied too much bronzer there. Blending out that a little bit. Okay, I just like this like very soft flush kind of look. And let's put on a little bit of this Rosy glow. Now it's coming in a different packaging without this brush, but I think the formula and the color is the same. This blush is very popular on TikTok, I think. And I feel like TikTok is such a weird place that like all of the like weird new stuff and very old stuff will get on trend. I really like this kind of placement that there's a very like fresh color here, and there's also a nude color to blend those two together. The highlight, also from Backstage, is the Glow Face palette. I don't know if you can tell, I use this palette quite a lot. I get rid of the logo or the embossing on 3 shades. Only this very dark shade I don't use that much, but the rest of them I blend them together and I use those shades quite frequently. Today I'm gonna do the same. Just blend those 3 colors together. Actually, I would love Dior to do some liquid blushes, liquid bronzers, and liquid highlights. I think they have one for their like face and body kind of thing, but I don't think those are like actual highlights. It's like more of a like all over the face luminizer kind of thing. I really do want them to do a cream highlight, cream blush, or like stick bronzer. It's like very on brand with Dior. I don't know why they don't do that. Okay, so the face and the eyes are done. Now it's the lips. For lips, I do love a lot of Dior products. Like their, I don't know how it's called, like the color changing lipsticks. Those are like very popular, but I am out of them. I actually used them up. So today I want to layer these 2. I think these are lip Tatoo. Yeah, the Longwear colored tint from them. I want to layer these 2 together and put their lip maximizer on top of my lip. So this lip tattoo, for me, the trick of applying this is never applying them directly from the applicator, because it's very easy to get patchy, get uneven. These are not my favorite formula from Dior, but I like the finish and I like the sheerness of this formula, and also I really like this color. It just gives a very soft, like blotted kind of color when you apply with your finger like that. And with this color, this is the color Natural Coral, and the red I just used is the shade Natural Berry, to give a little bit fresh color on the lip. A little bit of this lip maximizer. Okay, so the look is done. I feel like this is a very Dior kind of look, like the cool-toned taupey kind of soft smoky eye, and like the pinky cheek color and the soft berry lip. very, very Dior. And I do really like this. But there's just one thing. For some reason, I can never get a very, very natural kind of look from Dior products. So it's really, when I want a soft glam look, I will reach for Dior. Thank you for watching. Bye.